San Diego High School sports starting to show a new trend, and it's not just star players anymore. It's complete programs taking over. Look at Helix Baseball. 4 home runs in a game, deep pitching, and a 75-year tradition that's still producing dominance today. Or Francis Parker, who just beat a higher division Otay Ranch team 8-3 with 2 home runs and a statement win that could change their playoff perception. And in basketball, Jada Williams, one of San Diego's top guards, is now heading to LSU after dominating at the college level and choosing them over UConn and North Carolina. Even Cathedral Catholic baseball has over 10 players with 4.0 GPAs and Ivy League commits everywhere you look. So the question is simple. Is San Diego High School sports shifting from individual stars to full programs built for dominance? This week in San Diego High School sports feels like a snapshot of 2 things happening at once. Programs establishing dominance and others proving they belong in the conversation at a higher level. And we'll start on the baseball diamond with a statement win from Francis Parker.
Yeah, the Lancers took down Otay Ranch High School 8-3 behind a complete performance, 2 home runs at the plate, and 5 strong innings on the mound from Oliver Pinez. And this wasn't just a routine win. This was a resume win. Otay Ranch is a Division III level opponent with size and talent, but Francis Parker controlled the pace almost immediately, scoring in every inning except for the second inning. And head coach Eric Threets, made it clear that this team is built to compete. And here's the bigger picture. This is what playoff seeding is all about. Wins like this don't just boost confidence. They shift perception. And Francis Parker sitting in Division IV, but they're showing that they can play with anyone in Division III and possibly beyond.
And that matters definitely in April.
Yep.
Now shifting to one of the most impressive storylines in all of San Diego baseball right now, the tradition and production coming out of Helix High School. Helix Baseball recently celebrated 75 years of program history, and they backed it up with an 8-1 win over El Cap in front of a packed crowd and CIF leadership in attendance. But this program isn't just honoring history, they're actively adding to it. 4 home runs in 1 game, of pitching staff locked in, and a culture that stretches back decades with multiple CIF titles and legendary coaching names like Bob Lucas and Jeff Boutel. And here's the key takeaway. Helix Baseball isn't just a nostalgic program anymore. It's producing modern day dominance with serious depth and confidence. That family tree culture they talk about, it's real, and it shows every time they take the field. But on to the girls' side of sports, the recruiting and transfer landscape continues to shift in a big way.
Yeah, former La Jolla Country Day star Jada Williams is heading to LSU, choosing the Tigers over national powerhouses like UConn and North Carolina. She averaged over 15 points per game and nearly 8 assists last season, and is now stepping into one of the most visible programs in women's college basketball under Kim Mulkey. The bigger storyline here isn't just where she went. It's how San Diego continues to produce elite level guard play that impacts national programs immediately. And she's not alone. Former local standouts are scattered across Texas, Louisville, Cal State LA, Long Beach State, and many more programs, many leading their teams in assists and production. So San Diego women's basketball talent isn't developing quietly anymore. It's producing impact players at the highest levels.
On the academic athletic balance side, few programs nationally compared to what we're seeing at Cathedral Catholic for their baseball team. Don's 18-1 and ranked top 10 in California. But what separates them is what's happening off the field. 11 players with a 4.0 GPA or higher. Ivy League commits. Stanford, Princeton, Columbia, Rice, New York University. The list goes on and on. This isn't just a baseball powerhouse. It's a college pipeline wrapped in an elite academic system. And that raises the bigger question for high school sports. Are we starting to see programs where academics and athletics are equally defining success? Cathedral Catholic might be the clearest example of that model working at the highest level. And finally, in track and field, San Diego continues to show national level speed. At Mount Sac, Del Norte set a new San Diego section record in the 4x800 relay, running a 7:44.70. And athletes like Sage Creek's Josiah Bowman continue to break barriers in the 800 and mile events, now posting some of the fastest times in the state and the country. The depth and distance running now is in San Diego is arguably the strongest it's ever been. Biggest question of the week, Are we seeing a shift in San Diego high school sports where depth, not just stars, is what defines elite programs?